This goes out to all the women in the world, especially her. You know it don't even matter your age, don't even matter your color. Your fellas, I ain't forget about y'all. This is for everybody that like to dance. Just listen to what I'm saying and do it and take a chance. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. Just get on the floor like I said before. Y'all remember that down low? Just put a little dip with it. Now roll those hips with it. Pop it, push it, rock it, roll it. Can't control it, I come hold it. It's all in fun, so take a chance. Just get on the floor and do that dance, y'all. I know you like it, so don't try to fight it. Turn around, baby, let me see you from the back. Yeah, I like it like that. Get up now, roll those hips. Drop down, double up on those dips. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do it right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. Back again with the second verse. It's all clean, so I'm not gonna curse. Drop a bass like a bad habit. Love all women, cause I gotta have it. Coming at y'all in stereo. I'm riding that thing like a rodeo. Hang on, baby, cause the ride is rough, and I got my girls in the front. Now and later, just bumping that rump. Raise it up, let me see that brown. Slap it, girl, make it jiggle around. Round and round that rump goes. Where it stop, yo, no one knows, yeah. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind.
Well, alright, y'all. If you ain't dipping, then you must be tripping. If you ain't doing it down low, got to go. So the people that moving slow, just moving slow. Yo, DJ, pump it up some more.
It's off to the show in a limo. Before the show, I gotta get that dough. Pay them girls what they work. Slip that money under that skirt. Take it off, baby, let me see. You might get a little more Lucci. G-string, having oh so much fun. Playing inside between them buns. Shorty got it going on like Marvin. Teasing me and she know I'm starving. Lick you up, then lick you down. I ain't finished, girl, turn around. Lick you up and down your back, cause I'm that freak, I'm freaky like that. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up
dance the night away. Oh, come and dance with me, my baby. Dance, dance, do it, go crazy, and so are we. Let's make love and dance the night away. Oh, baby, dance with me, my baby. Dance, dance, go crazy, and so are we. Let's make love and dance the night away. Oh, come and dance with me, my baby. Let's dance, the night is young, and so are we. Let's make love and dance the night away. Oh, come and dance with me, my baby. Dance, dance, do it, go crazy.
All right, Chad, how we doing? How are we all doing? Sorry, I have to respond to a text here. I know, very professional. Very professional. Not that many people listening. It's great normal, but it's a little later than normal. You know, a lot of people, they go to bed. I don't know if I'm going to work tomorrow. Holy shit. We got a hell of a lot of snow today. Not happy about it, and we're supposed to get a lot more tomorrow. And I'm especially not happy about that. Snow can go fuck itself. So, you know, the snow miser can go suck a dick. I'm team heat miser over here. All right. Never want to see a day that's below 40 degrees. So, what should we be up to tonight, Chad? What should we do? Again, watch some goofy shit, maybe. I don't know. You know. Let's see. I'm wondering if we can find any clips of like financial people like, oh, this is terrible what's happened with the GameStop thing. Oh my gosh. You know what I want to watch? Have you ever heard of Dave Ramsey? I don't know if you all heard of Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is this evangelical boomer who gives out financial advice. And I don't even want to say it's bad financial advice. But it's very evangelical boomer. You know what I'm saying? He's vehemently opposed to debt. I think he takes the position that it's acceptable for your first car and for a house. Like, don't get a second vehicle, go into debt for that, but like a vehicle and a house, it's acceptable to be paying that off. Other than that, like, he's like, you know, no debt whatsoever. Again, not even a bad position. He's a bit stricter on it than a lot of people would consider reasonable. But by no means a bad position. It's one of those like Mike Pence type things. Remember like Mike Pence? Who, by the way, Mike Pence is a piece of shit. But you know, Mike Pence would be like, oh, we got fuck, I just lost my track. Mike Pence would not ever be alone with a woman, right? It's a bit of a legalistic policy, but these days with Me Too, you know, is it the dumbest policy? But anyways, that's Dave Ramsey. I want to see Dave Ramsey. I want to see Dave Ramsey explain the fucking GameStop thing, because this has got to be the most boomer that ever boomered. Like, Dave Ramsey barely knows what a video game is. So I think I want to watch him explain this. This could not, maybe this won't be entertaining. Sinking Chief says, play the video of the hedgie throwing his chair around. I don't know what that video is. Shoot it to me on Discord or something. I'll play it. But let's check out our good buddy Dave Ramsey here. I want to hear what he has to say.
Aaron is in Gainesville, Florida. Hi, Aaron. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show. Hey, Dave and Rachel. I'm so glad I get to talk to you guys. This is great.
Honored to speak with you, sir. How can we help?
Awesome. So I'm 23 years old, and I'm currently a graduate student. They pay for my tuition and everything, so I'm not taking on more debt. And I get paid $25,000 a year as a stipend.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Great.
$37,000 worth of debt from my undergrad, and I do DoorDash on the side sometimes too. So I probably made a little more than 25 last year.
Okay.
But anyways,
What are you studying?
Aerospace engineering.
Good for you. Well done.
Yeah. So I have to clarify, I'm not completely following your biscuit recipe to a T. I have been trading in the markets over the past few months, and I'm very lucky to say that as of this morning, I profited $47,000 in GameStop stock, and I cashed out of it completely. I currently have an ACH transfer on the way to my bank, and I'd love to wipe out that $37,000 worth of debt. But I am a natural spender, and I've never seen this much money in my life. So I'd like your advice on what to do with the rest of it.
So you don't follow my advice about investing, but you want my advice on what to do with the money you made when you got the luckiest hit of your freaking life.
I suppose, yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It is very risky.
How much
thing
did
to
you
do,
invest
and
to make 46 on GameStop?
It was about $5,000.
Well, I'm so glad for you, and I'm really glad you got out. I'm really glad you got out because it's gonna.
He doesn't seem glad to me. He doesn't seem glad.
It's the guys are going to take a spanking on this before it's over, but because obviously
Unfortunately,
the capitalization at this current rate is not, the company's not worth anywhere near that. It's lost money for 2 years, as you know the story. So,
Right, yeah.
but
Yeah, but okay, you fucking boomer. GameStop was not in that bad a fucking shape, okay? And they were shorted way too fucking much. That was the point of this. You could say, okay, we're inflating GameStop stock way past what it's actually fucking worth. Fine. But they were shorting it way below what it was actually fucking worth. Like, everybody wants to act like GameStop's gonna go fucking bankrupt tomorrow, okay? But you know what? They've been saying that shit for at least a fucking decade now. Okay? Now, GameStop might have actually gone under because of all this shorting stuff. That's what happened to Borders. Remember Borders? It was a way better fucking bookstore than Barnes & Noble. You know? And it had taken a bit of a financial hit. And it was actually recovering. It was actually on the way back up when these fucking vultures went and killed it.
yeah.
How many years left, Aaron, do you have in grad school? I'm just curious.
It's about 3.
3 or more years.
And how
okay.
are you? And you got this fellowship all the way through with the stipend and everything?
What's that?
You have the fellowship all the way through. You mean you have
Correct,
the stipend and the scholarship all set up all the way through?
Yes, and there's a potential I get a raise, but it's dependent on a few factors. We'll see what happens.
Okay. My normal answer would be set the $46,000 aside, let your student loans lay there to ensure that you finish grad school without any debt. But with your misbehavior patterns, your tendency to spend and to gamble, I'm probably going to just pay off your student loans, and that way it won't get away from you.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? The stock market is gambling. I'm not going to say it's not. But gambling's not wrong. Gambling is not morally wrong. This is something that drives me nuts with evangelicals. I don't know where they got that in their fucking head. Because it's sure as shit not in the Bible. But gambling's not wrong. Gambling more than you can afford to lose is certainly wrong. That's common fucking sense. But gambling in and of itself is not wrong. Nor, by the way, is spending. That's the other thing. You know, Dave Ramsey's advice is, it's like fucking Ebenezer Scrooge. You know, the story of A Christmas Carol, where Ebenezer Scrooge has all this fucking money, but he doesn't do anything with it. He doesn't even get, like, shit for himself. He's not even living the high life. So yes, in a sense, the stock market is just gambling. But I mean, it's gambling with better odds than, you know, if you're smart in the stock market and you invest in it over a long period of time, you will most likely see a return. That's all the retirement funds are based on that. All the 401ks and shit are based on that. But no, gambling's not inherently wrong, and this is something that they always go on about, and it's not fucking true. You know, it's just not. And I have thrown this fucking challenge out for years, both in person to people and online. I defy any fucking, and it's usually the evangelicals that go on about this, conservative Protestants and all, but any fucking Christian is welcome to come on here any fucking time. I'll set time aside for you and tell me why gambling is inherently fucking wrong. Because it's not. Because you don't have any fucking arguments for it. It's just something they always say. But it's not fucking true. Again, gambling more than you can afford to lose is wrong, sure. Frivolous spending isn't inherently wrong. It's wrong, you know, when you to excess. No, it's wrong if you're spending more money than you can afford to spend. Certainly. But no, it's not inherently fucking wrong. We got an ad coming up.
As a loan officer, is it hard to stand out with Facebook advertising?
We're just going to go ahead and mute this guy's ad.
And
All right.
what I like to do is I like to look at myself in the mirror and say, these are my weak spots. What kind of system can I put in place to offset my weak spots? And I just called yours out. And the
Right.
system would be paying off the student loans. So either one of those answers is going to be fine. And you know, you've got the same problem that Rachel had when she hit good on the craps table. She's addicted, you know?
I'm not addicted. I do love craps, though.
Oh yeah.
So
once every 3 years, people.
Yeah.
Once every 3 years.
But I mean, you know, and Rachel's mom hit with some quarters on the slot machine one time on the, you know, and made $50 on the cruise one time, and it cost me $500 before she quit putting quarters in there. So that's the problem.
guess that's his
That's the
daughter.
problem you got, because 78% of the day traders lose money, and you
Right.
just got caught in an iconic story. And made bank. I mean, you made 10x. I'm really glad for you. I mean, I'm not wishing bad things on you.
Because you can use
You-
this
yeah.
in a snap, advance your future financially. I mean, like you could be on baby step 4. I mean, because use the rest
Yeah.
to put in your emergency funds. So, like, look at this GameStop stock at.
All right, well, this is kind of boring. We're going to duck out of this. Let's see. Somebody says, I'd be curious to know what the interest is on the student loans. If it's low, I say investing back in the stock market in a diversified longer-term portfolio to build FU money. I mean, there's kind of a sense that, you know, being flat fucking broke is more quote-unquote FU money than being in debt with regular income. Like, let's say you're $37,000 in debt. Now, you got a pretty good job where you're on set to pay that off in a pretty timely manner. Are you really better off, though, than the guy that's just scraping by, but let's say he's got his own house or he's got his own car paid? You know, he's got no fucking debt, right? Are you really better off than that guy? You know? So there is kind of the mindset of, I mean, not to go full Dave Ramsey, but yes, if you have debt, get it cleaned up as fast as possible. There's a reason the system pushes debt on us so much, and that's because it is, in a sense, slavery. You know, when you're in debt, that's a whole different position than being out of debt. You know, I have a very nice car right now. and I got a pretty good deal on it, but I am currently paying it off. And there's times, you know, when if I could snap my fingers and be back to my fucking shitty fucking beater car that was perfectly fine, perfectly runnable, perfectly inspectable, and perfectly paid off. I often think, man, I probably shouldn't have done that, because being in debt is a shitty fucking position to be in. Archangel says, I'm not against gambling. I am against the lottery, though, because the odds are stacked way against you, and that money goes to the government, as if they don't take enough of your shit. I don't know, but here's the thing with the lottery with me. And again, I'm not taking a hardline personal stance against any of it. I tend to think that the fucking scratch-offs and shit like that are pretty stupid, because it's like, you know, okay, well, I won $50. And it's like, yeah, but you... Especially because the guys that do scratch-offs, they get them all the fucking time. You know, they get them probably weekly at least. It's like, but how much have you poured into it? I will occasionally buy a lottery ticket, but that's... It's like the life-changing tickets is what I'll get. You know, your Powerballs, your Mega Millions, your Cash for Life. You know, the ones that if I win, I am set for fucking life. And, you know, on some of those big jackpots, you know, every one I fucking love is set for life. You know, all my closest friends and you know, family members that I give a shit about are also set for life. I mean, what was the last one? The last big one was like $800 million on either Mega Millions or Powerball. I can't remember which one. Now, you're looking at about half of that after fees and taxes. But still, $400 million in your fucking bank account, you know, taxes, fees, all taken care of, that's free and clear yours. That's damn near more money than you piss away. I mean, you would have to try pretty fucking hard to piss that away. And, I mean, you know, you get yourself a nice house, get yourself a car paid for, you know, splurge on a bunch of goofy shit. For me, it would be maybe one or two arcade cabinets downstairs, a bunch of nice retro game systems, a nice retro game collection. But that, you know, go nuts with that shit, and you haven't made a dent in it. And then, you know, you give $1 or $2 million to your closest friends to make sure they're in a position to fuck you. And you're still looking at like just shocking fucking quantities of cash in the bank. I mean, hell, even if if you're a man of faith and you were to tithe 10% of that, you'd still be looking at ungodly amounts of money. Like, set for life, that is beyond a position to fuck you. All right, so we got sent a video link from Cynic in Chief. We'll check it out. This is apparently hedge fund guys losing their shit. Cynic Chief says, getting rid of the student loans is the best use of it. Debt is risk, and the interest cost is higher than what you're going to earn. Yeah, there's very much a sense in which being flat broke, but everything paid off, you know, is a lot better than having money, but you're horribly in debt. Because, okay, you know, he was aerospace. Let's say he gets a nice fucking job somewhere. I don't know, wherever. Fucking NASA, who the fuck knows. But Dave Rambo says, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. The point is, you know, I mean, you're stuck in that job when you have debt. Dave Rambo says, if I won a Powerball, I'd hire the best financial advisors to make more money, the best accountants to track all the money going in and out, best tax lawyers to hide it. Again, you know, the initial taxes you're free and clear on. Well, you get your taxes paid up front. I mean, you have to get a lawyer right off the bat if you want a Powerball. You got to get some sort of fucking lawyer. I mean, you can't. You have a fucking $500 million. You have a nearly $500 million piece of paper in your fucking pocket. I mean, you certainly can't go to the gas station and cash it out. Obviously, like, the first thing you have to do is go to a trustworthy fucking lawyer. And I mean, first you got to sign the back of it. I don't know, maybe take pictures of yourself holding it or something. And then go to a fucking trustworthy lawyer and say, okay, let's get this fucking done. But that said, though, like, let's say, I have $400 million in my checking account. Let's bump it down to $250. Let's say I blew $150 million right off the bat, okay? I gave 10% to Steve Brown Key Life Ministries. That would be where I'd tithe such a big amount. I've given $1 or $2 million each to a lot of my closest loved ones. Got myself a house, got myself a car, got myself a whole bunch of nice shit to fill that house up with. And I'm fucking set, right? And I've got my little fucking fortress of solitude, and I got $250 million sitting in a bank. I honestly would not be fucking greatly concerned about, like, I mean, I diversify some of that into gold, that kind of thing. But I mean, shit, man, you stick $2 million in a bank account, you can live off that interest for the rest of your life. Especially with all your shit paid off, So yeah, I wouldn't be greatly concerned about making more money. Like, who the fuck cares at that point? There's only so many fucking Game Boy games I can buy. There's only so many fucking comic books I'm gonna buy. Like, I'm not a guy with greatly expensive tastes. So yeah, I wouldn't be worried about it. Nice place. Somewhere reasonably close to civilization, but a little out of the way. So, you don't have to worry about Hindus burning it down. So he says, imagine having enough money for several hundred people to be set for life. Yeah, exactly. I most all my closest friends, just all of them, here is fuck you money. Here's $1 to $2 million a piece. Because the best thing about that, you give all your friends fuck you money. I mean, you're not going to be working or something like that. If you are, you're certainly not going to be working full time. Maybe you take a part-time job just to get out of the house, but you're not going to be working full time. So you're going to want your buddies to also be able to tell their bosses fuck you, so that you can hang out with them. All right, so let's check out this video. So this is supposedly. This is supposedly video of a bunch of hedge fund fuckers losing their shit. I can't verify this is accurate, but let's check that out.
Fucking suckers. Fucking idiots. Motherfuckers. Fucking idiots. Fucking bunch of cocksuckers. Fucking pussies. Nobody wants to fucking go. I'm ready to fucking rip somebody's fucking head off. Yeah, take that fucking thing, Naughty. I'll fucking smash your fucking head off. You fucking...
Well, that's pretty fucking cool. So it says all your friends being set too, so you could just play. Like being kids with driver's licenses and money. Exactly, man. I mean, you just fucking chill, man. What? Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't take on projects. Like, maybe my buddy and I, that comic stand we had. Maybe we turn that into an actual store. You know, I don't know. You know, that could be a source of income or something. But it's like, you know, if it flops, it flops. Who fucking cares? You know? So he says, the lotto would be better with a cap instead of one person getting 600 million, that 600 people get one. I don't know. I think it's fine the way it is. You know? I mean, when you buy a Powerball ticket, you're buying the entertainment of sitting there and thinking, oh man, what would I do with this crazy fucking ungodly money? That's what you're buying. And it's $2. It's fucking $2 for a ticket. You know, honestly, trying to quit the soda when I get the urge to like go into a gas station and grab a soda and all, you know, sometimes I'll just go in and grab a lottery ticket. You know, you get that little quote unquote treat you're giving yourself. And, you know, I'm not making myself fatter. You know, and a soda is, you know, it's never going to fucking give you $500 million. But yeah, man, you could do a lot with that amount of fucking money. Like, I mean, you talk about being set for life. Like, you could take, like, I don't know, let's say $1 million. Stick $1 million in a checking account, right? Get yourself a little debit card for that checking account. And then just travel the fucking country. Just in the lower 48. Just travel around, bomb around. Like, the kind of travel where you don't have to worry about making arrangements. You know what I mean? You go up to the airport, and you're like, going to Florida. What's the next flight to Florida? Give me one of those. What's the ticket for one of those? You know, yeah, you're paying through the nose for a ticket that, you know, with no... with you know, just right off the bat. But there you go. Or just rent a car and just fucking drive. Just fucking drive. You know what I mean? Like, just... Shit, buy a car and just fucking drive it into the dirt. Drive all over, you know. Hop on fucking Route 1. Like, from where I'm at, just hop on Route 1. Start heading south. Drive till you fucking feel like stopping, get a room, chill out, and head south, you know, and see sights along the way, man. Just do that for the first few months till you're either bored with that, you know, and feel like going home, or you just, you know, you burned up that $1 million. And you've still not made a fucking dent in it. Let's see. What should we watch? We were going to watch some Cooking with Jack earlier, but I really think there's a lot of goofy Cooking with Jack out there. I don't know. Maybe we'll check in on our buddies over at Wood Rocket. It's been a while. They do anything new? No, man, they ain't updated in 5 months. Is Wood Rocket just dead? Are they just not doing anything anymore? I guess they're not doing anything. No more Wood Rocket. Let's see. What do we want to watch, chat? Christian says, yo, I got a job and I really hate it. You finally gave up the neat life, huh? Starting to adopt a nice Protestant work ethic. That's good to see. It's, I mean, of course you hate it. Nobody likes it having a fucking job. Yeah. If you wanted to be there, they wouldn't have to pay you. Let's see. What are we going to watch? There's got to be some fucking cringe we can watch, chat. Got to be some fucking cringe out there. I don't know, man. Nothing's really coming to mind. Maybe we'll just stop. You know. Who knows? Yeah, Chris, you should play the Powerball. Then you gotta go to work. at least you don't have to wear a mask for 8 hours in it. That's good. Good to hear. Like, have you seriously just never had a fucking job? Like, how old are you? I'm honestly shocked with some of these people. Like, somebody brought to my attention, oh, maybe we'll watch some of his stuff. There was a guy named David McMurdo, I think it was. He's a fucking self-proclaimed Gnostic mage, but he's actually a 40-year-old fucking NEET who lives on the dole. And I remember during the Davis feud, he used to, like, take Davis aside because I swear, and that makes his pussy hurt. Somebody says thoughts on sexist independence. Well, I hope they get it. Fuck it. I hope every fucking state goes independent. Fuck them all. Let's see if that David McMurdo guy. Hang on a second. Does he have a YouTube? I'm sure he does. David McMurdo. Yeah, we could watch his fucking dumb shit. Okay, so he has a video. New year, new you. Try no you. Oh wow, this might be good. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's watch this fucking retard.
Hello everyone, I should be live now. I've got the window open because I like the sound of birds, and it's fairly early here. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, which I realise is not the optimal time for a live stream because most YouTubers are in the United States and most of them will be asleep. Most of them. There'll be some early risers, of course, but I don't really decide when I do these things. I do them when I feel led to, quite honestly. And I realised before I get to the main subject that I neglected to say certain things in my last stream, because I've got a fair number of new subscribers to this channel due to that stream I did, and given the nature of the channel that hosted that stream, I should have said that a lot of you may be interested in the first two videos that I ever uploaded to this channel about 3 or 4 years ago. Because in the first one, I take a walk out to my place of solitude, my favourite place of solitude. It's a place called Holborn Head. I go out there at dawn and then I spend the next few hours walking.
Well, this is kind of boring already. Good God. Oh, man. Just not finding a lot of good cringe tonight. Alright, I didn't want to do this. Chad. But do you want to go back to Davis? Do you want to do some more Davis? I mean, we can do that if you want. Otherwise, I might just wrap up the stream, to be honest. It's just, not really going anywhere. Uh-oh, Dashing Rogue is live. Should we just stream snipe Dashing Rogue? We could do that. I could just be a real fucking asshole and stream snipe Dashing Rogue. That would just be a dick move. Christian says, one thing I'll say since the election, I'm almost 100% sure I was right in my view of monarchy, even though I know you disagree. Well, if you want monarchy, you can always go to North Korea. That's a monarchy. And I mean, You're gonna blame democracy for people not fucking properly counting the votes? I don't know if that's really democracy. Well, yeah, feel free to go to North Korea. They might take you. You can have all the monarchy you want there. And by the way, don't tell me it's not. Oh, it's not monarchy. I mean, it's just a country that's ruled by a guy who inherited it from his father, who inherited it from his father. It's just someone who absolutely rules a nation and then leaves it to his son. It's totally fucking different than monarchy. It's different because we don't call it that. Okay, cool. Oh, let's see. I guess we'll watch some fucking Davis. All right. All right, we'll watch some Marini. We'll watch some more of... we'll see if we can find some good fucking goofy Marini. Problem is, like, Argent's not really clipping anything anymore. I don't want to dive into like a whole big long fucking stream. So he said, I don't think North Korea has the Powerball. How do we consider it? Well, I'm not. Okay, yeah, there's the downside. There's the downside. No North Korea. No Powerball in North Korea. Oh man, I don't know. What do we want to watch? I don't want to dive into a whole fucking Davis stream. What should we do? What should we do, Chad? You know what? Wood Rocket might have let us down, but we can find some other porn star interviews. Surely we can find other porn star interviews. It has to be. Oh, here's an interesting one. We might look at this. Let's see. Okay, a couple came up here in my search that are interesting. Both with the same girl, interestingly enough. Let's see. Okay, so... Alright, so, Mia Malkova gave a blowjob in front of her mother, is one of the potential videos. And then another one with this fine, upstanding young lady. Mia Malkova shares her most extreme scenes. We might watch that. Kimmy Granger, emotional message regretting being a porn star. And Elsa Jean, war stories from the set. Jesus, this one's an hour. I don't think we can watch this one. Maybe we'll watch part of that. But let's... Any of these catch your fancy there? So he says, hey... Christian says, hey, North Korea sucks, but at least they can leave their house right now. I don't think they can ever leave their house. Let's be fucking real. Owen Benjamin going apostate. Yeah, that's... If anyone has that video... I'm not going to search through Owen Benjamin videos. But if anyone has a video, Owen Benjamin flat out fucking denies that Christ is God. Self-professed Christian Owen Benjamin. So if anyone has that for me, you can send it to me. We'll maybe watch that. I'm not going to dig through... I can't fucking stand Owen. So we're not going to dig through a whole bunch of his shit. But we might watch that. But for now, let's hear about this thought giving a porn star... Or giving a blowjob in front of her mother.
Here we are at the end of the shoot. And who do we have here but Mia Malkova? Excellent. You're so beautiful.
Arigato.
What a great day.
Yeah, I know. Long day, but awesomeness.
Awesomeness, yeah. And the weather cooperated.
It
And
did, finally. It got really sunny, and I got a nice tan all over my body because I'm naked.
yeah, I would say. All right, well, let's find out a little bit about you.
All right. What are all the stage names you've used? I started off with Madison Clover, and I decided I hated Clover. So I tried Madison Swan, and then I decided just fuck Madison in general. I hate it. So I went with Mia Malkova.
How long
What?
did
That's
you
not
use
that's
as a
not her
name?
birth name?
Only a couple shoots, actually. It was way in the beginning. And then I
Okay.
decided I really loved Mia Malkova. So
Okay.
I stuck with it. And it's money.
Speaking about the beginning, here's a major point of contention that I have to bring up, and it's the fact that you had us by the balls, and you came with hair.
Yeah,
And
I've had hair for over a year and no idea that this was a all-shaved girls shoot when my agent booked me. Didn't tell me nothing until the night before, and I explained to him, I'm a hair girl agent, you know, so I have my hair.
but people are going to say we see you on sites with no hair.
Maybe a year ago. I've probably done 2 shoots without hair. Hated it.
So you didn't like it?
No, I like fur.
So guys, here's the bottom line. We had a choice. It was presented to us, and if we were ever going to shoot Mia Malkova, which we've had so many requests from you guys to shoot, there was only one way it was going to happen, and she was not budging. There was, believe me. No, seriously, I tried everything. In fact, the agent said you were in tears because you didn't know what to do. And
No, I didn't. I couldn't, because the last time, I mean, I even, my lady who waxes me, she messed me up and did me too thin, and like I almost went bald, and I was crying to John, so I'm just shocked. Like, yeah, it's important to me.
It's very important.
Yeah, and so there was no way she was budging, and it was
Having
the night,
pussy
the day
hair
before
is
she
very
was-
important to her.
Actually, it was the morning you were scheduled to fly out. This all went down, and it was like, what do we do? And it was either cancel the shoot because she didn't conform to our standards, or just proceed and shoot her and make the best of it. And you know what? I'm not going to make
They have
this
standards.
exception very often, but you were worth it. You were worth the exception.
They have
And
standards
I just
to
hope our members
whatever
understand
this
that I
site.
tried my best. Tell them how
He
hard
tried
I
his
tried.
best. He really did. I didn't budge at
No,
all.
yeah.
Hairlesspussies.com. I don't know where this
And
is.
You're going to make me feel like a total ass if you ever do any future shoots shaved. Seriously.
I will call you up and I will say I'm a biatch.
No, if you ever change, you have to come out here again, and we have to shoot you shaved.
For
So,
sure.
all right, promise?
Promise.
All right, proceed. You're forgiven.
All right, what is
I
your
don't think
birthday?
she
I
is
was
yet.
born July 1st, 1992, so that makes me a Cancer, and that makes me 20 years old. I'm about to be 21, just so you know.
Ooh, that was fake alcohol in the set, guys.
I don't drink. No. Where are you from originally? I'm from California. No, I'm not Russian. I'm mostly
So 2012?
German, but I'm kind of a mutt. So.
You know what? A beautiful mutt. And I tell you what, I thought you were Czech.
Yeah, I know. Everyone does, and you know that's not really why I chose the name. I chose it because I wanted something sexy and alter ego to my little cutesy girl next door look going on. Were you popular in high school? How and why? No.
What?
No. I was the shyest person you would ever meet. I didn't talk to anybody. I had one friend, and when she was absent from school, I would sit around all by myself at lunch with no other friends and no one else to talk to. I was that shy. So not popular at all. And also, the weird thing, it's weird that I'm in porn now because I would not take off. I had this large hoodie and I would not take off the hoodie even if it was 100 degrees outside because I was so self-conscious of my body. Yeah. I was a sad little teenager. Poor me. And I'm gonna wait to write that down, just so you know.
No, you can just put I was not popular and shy.
No, not popular.
Why is she filling
You,
out
can,
a
you don't have to do
fucking...
the expanded answers on paper. We have it on video.
Why does she have to do any of it on
Or do you
get
play
paper?
sports? If so, what? No, I don't. Obviously, I'm quite a little flexy thing, and I work out. I love running, and I love bikes and
She's very flexy,
swimming.
guys.
But
That's great.
Also
Great to
like
hear.
sports. I'm not very cool.
Come on, can you get to the fucking
I'm a little
point?
clumsy, sorry.
Yeah, you did almost fall a couple times.
You fell all the way
I
into
did.
the fire pit. That's
They
not fair. I didn't fall into anything.
Yeah. I literally backed up and fell into a fire pit.
It was, yeah.
It wasn't
he
funny.
saved his camera, though. He really did. He took the fall, and his
She's
camera was
filling out her
really-
taxes. Is that what it is?
At least it wasn't cool.
Glad that I wasn't being filmed.
I know.
Well, she has a job
still
that makes her
in
more
trouble.
trad than Davis.
True, true.
Makes her more of an
Do
adult
you have
than
another
Davis.
occupation other than modeling? I
Modeling.
don't.
Modeling
On my
is
spare
what we're
time,
calling
I
it.
work out, I run errands, I watch movies, little things.
So you never had a job out of high school or any other?
Yeah. I worked at McDonald's when I was 16 to 18, and then 18 to 19 I was at Sizzler, and that's when I got involved
Sizzler's
in
still
the
around?
industry, and I said, yeah, I like this.
Well, this was,
You know,
what,
getting
2012?
paid to
Because
get
she
laid.
said she was born in 92 and she was 20.
That's what happened there.
Or she said she was 22, I guess. So it said 2014.
Do you play any musical
Sizzler's? I thought
instruments?
Sizzler
What? I do
crapped
not.
out like a decade
Wish
ago.
I did, but I don't. List some of your bad
I
habits.
miss Sizzler.
I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have it. You don't smoke. You don't drink. You don't. Do
She doesn't
drugs.
have any bad habits, does she?
You are pretty much a goody two shoes.
I am a good
Yeah, she's a very
You
goody
gotta say
two shoes.
Your mom or your dad or whoever raised you did a great job.
Well,
The girl.
to the extent I'm still a little bit of a pervert. But
Yeah, the girl that sucks dick and licks ass for money is a goody two shoes. I guess everything's relative.
they did. Yeah, as far as bad habits, I don't think I really have any.
I think maybe I heard somewhere that you gave a blowjob in front of your mom. That might not be a good habit.
Well, it's not really a habit. It was a one-time thing.
Okay.
Just a one-time thing.
All right.
Please, let's.
That was a
let's hear
bad
that.
diversion.
Everyone kind of loved it, though.
I guess so.
To be honest. They
Is
did.
she as sexy as you?
She's pretty. She's pretty. She's a mama.
Wow.
She's my mama.
Yeah.
So
So really, there's no bad habits. Perfectionist, that's not a bad habit.
Are we just gonna
That's
gloss
actually a
over
good
that?
habit.
I don't know. I'll have to get back to you. I mean, have you noticed me doing it?
No, you did not exhibit any bad habits that I could see.
So we're just gonna gloss over.
I don't even bite my
You're
nails
very-
anymore.
Yeah. Wow. All right, move on.
Okay.
You're just a goody two shoes. We'll leave it at that.
All right. Well, we're just gonna gloss over that. We're just gonna gloss over the fact that she sucked a dick in front of her mother. Christian says, "Is getting fucked a job? It literally takes no effort for a woman." I mean, I wouldn't go that far, dude. Especially in porn. I mean, these girls are putting on a show. I mean, if you think a woman having sex is no effort for her, then I think maybe you need to have better taste in women. It could be a bit of the interviewer sucks. I know, like, how do you just gloss over you sucked a dick in front of your mother? How is that not the entire fucking interview? Let's see. Let's see. We can watch her talk about her most extreme scenes. This is only 3 minutes. We can get into this one.
What is your favorite sex position? I feel like I have to ask this question.
Yeah, I like missionary and doggy. Those are like a toss up between the two. I like missionary because it does feel really good. And I do like intimacy. I like looking into the eyes and everything.
It's all about intimacy.
And I like doggy because it'll hit it just right.
So, what's going on with this guy over here? What's going on with fucking Knights Templar over here? Is he wearing fucking chainmail? I guess that's fucking wool. I guess that's knitted. What the fuck's going on over here?
And as far as like, I don't know, more out.
What is with this guy? Why is he sitting like this? Why is... What is this? This is the Misfits podcast, apparently. Fucking 597 subscribers. Oh man, apparently I'm doing it wrong. He's got a Crusader helmet. I'm just noticing that now. What is going on here? It's Deus Vult. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Do we need to check out more of this channel? This. I don't even know where to begin with this. I have so many questions. Oh.
Outlandish scenes you've done. Outlandish probably isn't the right word, but scenes that were perhaps more extreme, or things like anal, or things like the pee and stuff, or I don't know if you've done. I don't know what you've done, but
what's the worst?
What's the weirdest thing you've done for porn? And does that stuff like pay better, or like how does it work?
I mean, it's not weird. If the most extreme thing I've done is a DP. I've actually done a few DPs. It does pay better. So, like my rate
twice as much.
I mean, it depends. I set my own rate, and the first time you do a new sexual act for a company, you get paid a lot, so that company can have that act exclusively.
Oh, right. It's like a scoop.
Yeah,
So like the
and
first
then-
time
It's a scoop.
it was anal, for example, like that company.
It's a scoop. Extra, read all about it. That dick going in Mia's butthole. I'm just picturing a 1920s paperboy. It's just running out there. Extra, read all about it. Oh. What is this podcast? I still can't. Why is there a fat gay guy over here sitting next to a fucking Crusader helmet? Oh. I just bet that whole fucking room smells like Red Bull. I can't imagine it doesn't. Oh.
This is.
It's like prized, yeah.
Yeah,
it's the debut.
It's the debut.
It's the debut. Yeah, it's a big deal. But yeah, I would say DP. I do get paid more. It's not. DPs are great.
Are they?
They're not. I don't know. It's actually I think better than just anal sex. But I mean the only thing with those is you have to be very comfortable because shit happens. Literally.
Right. And has shit happened on set, and then what happens when it does? Is you just sort of clean up and move on, or?
Yeah, no, it has. Yeah, so.
Yeah, we've.
Oh my God.
We've watched a lot of interviewees talking about that. Yes, indeed. Apparently, was it Brian Proctor said all porn is scat porn? They just cut out the scat parts. Oh, the fucking work ethic on these girls. I can't imagine something along those lines ever happens to me, and the day isn't fucking done. Like, I can't imagine just hose yourself and move on. We gotta watch more of these guys.
Is that particularly embarrassing?
No, I mean it's unfortunate, but it's kind of just like I usually when my DPs and my anals have been with talent, like bigger talent. So they're very professional. Like one of them, his name is Mick Blue, who I absolutely adore. He
Let's have some professionalism.
It was going and it wasn't stopping.
Oh.
So what he did was he was like, he got me in a position where I was kind of like hanging off a little bit, and he'd like go in, plug it up, and try to come out real fast to kind of like suck it all out, and just like he laid down some towels and he did that a few times to try to get it out.
Plunger.
Yeah, his dick was the plunger. He's like, "I've with other girls, it works." I was like, "Let's try it."
Man,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh God. Ah. What? Ah. God. The chat, the generic white boys in their 20 thinking their opinions are worth anything podcast. I don't know. I mean, they got fucking. I don't know if I call this guy right here fucking generic. He's got quite the fucking look going for him. That motherfucker looks like a fat Mortal Kombat character.
Guy be a fucking good ass plumber.
He's awesome. Yeah.
You just bring him in to
very
unclog your
professional.
sink, and he's like, "Nah, don't worry, dude. I've done this before." Man, buckles his belt.
That's a professional for you.
That is
Professional
pretty
porn star.
What is this podcast? This is amazing. What? Christian says, I don't know how this doesn't black pill you. Are you kidding me? You sweet innocent child. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not much better than these people. Like, honestly, that disgusting fucking story she just told me, I'd still fuck her. Get a little bit of captain in me, I'll fuck her in the ass. Hopefully it doesn't go that badly. Oh, can we watch, like, I want to watch the whole fucking video of them interviewing this chick. This is Misfits. Oh, we're just on the clip channel. Oh, man, we need to go to the full Misfits podcast channel. All right. Mia. What was her name? Mia Malkov? Okay, these guys are winning me over a little bit. They actually call this episode Simping Mia Malkov. Look at the car! Oh, look at the thumbnail! Oh, hang on here. I'm sorry, it wasn't Scree Gabbett. Okay, so this is their thumbnail for it too. Okay, these guys are winning me over a little bit, I think. What is he ever fucking? Oh, dude, the guy with the fucking wool thing. That was his helmet. Oh, let's watch this. Good guy.
Hello, and welcome back to the Misfits podcast. Rated
Welcome
5
back.
stars on iTunes by Sean Jaune. He says, "Does anyone else put hot sauce on their doodle so it tastes just like a hot dog when you suck it?" Toby?
Do hot dogs taste like hot sauce?
I don't.
Yeah, surely ketchup and mustard, dude.
Yeah.
Is that guy so stupid he thinks that hot dogs have hot sauce on them?
I don't know what he was thinking.
That
I don't know what
hot
was going
dogs
through
have
his
to be
mind.
spicy. Why are they called a hot dog?
He's an idiot.
He's an
clearly.
idiot.
He listens to our show and he rated
Hot sauce on a hot dog is pretty good, though.
it at 5 stars. I'm joined today by my co-hosts, Zuckles, a.k.a. Mason.
What's going on?
Toby on the telly.
Hello.
Swagger Souls himself.
Howdy.
And of course, our very special guest today, Mia Malkova.
Hello.
Intergalactic porn star Mia Malkova.
Sensation.
She's a sensation.
I've got one question for you.
Sure.
How you going?
Good. How are you going?
I'm doing pretty well. All right, and that's the Mr.
Yeah, so Mr.
Podcast,
Fun,
guys.
yeah.
Thank you for no, I'm kidding. No, thank you very much for coming on the show. Very interested to have a conversation with you and chat about, I don't know, your experiences in the industry and in life.
Good to see you from the Rotular.
Yes, of
yeah,
course.
you chose host though.
I did.
Why?
I didn't know anything about
Why?
you.
Then she found out. You wanted to reverse it, didn't
I
you?
did. I felt bad. I was like, damn, he's
Yeah.
so cool.
I was that good, guys. I was that good.
Just
See,
for the
Raj told us yesterday that he tells all the girls to do research first. You clearly didn't.
Did not.
No.
No.
Lazy.
I did not.
Lazy.
He said it was going to be a big podcast. I was like, sure, let's do it.
A podcast.
Oh, not podcast.
Can we get Mia? Can we get Mia on the Becklaw podcast? Can y'all just email her and fucking bullshit her to tell her this is a big podcast? Well, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing of that. I gotta admit though, these guys are kind of funny. I'm gonna give them credit. Credit where credit's due. It's a fucking weird setup they got going on there, though. I'm not sure why the guy's got the Knights Templar shit going on. Yes, they are better than the last interviewer, that's for sure. How do you gloss over you suck dick in front of your mother? Like, how is that something where you just like, okay, well, we're just gonna quickly just pave over that. Just unless the Crusader dude calls her a whore in the end and tells her to seek Christ, I'm not interested. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing if he's just like super nice to her the whole time. Like, oh yeah, that's really interesting. And then at the end, he's like, by the way, you're a whore. You need Christ. Just goes full on. Repent, you wretched whore. Oh. Like after an hour of being nice to her. Tell her you beat the world famous Davis. Oh my God, can we? That's what we need to push for. We need to get her on Arini's podcast. That'd be amazing. I can't wait to see her smile and nod while Davis talks about how he should run society. That'd be fantastic, Chad. Well, I think we're going to probably wrap this up. Because you know what? We've been going on for over an hour. And y'all fucking pay piggies ain't sent me no super chats. So, I mean, what's up with that? Y'all fucking... You think I'm just doing this because I love you? Fuck you. Pay me. Alright? So, we're just going to wrap this up. Let's see. What else? If you are listening to this later and you want to support the show, streamlabs.com/thebecklaw. You can send a donation when I'm not live, even with a message, and I'll see it when I am live and read it. PayPal.me/thebecklaw. Thebecklaw.store is my Amazon wish list where you can buy me dumb shit that I like. And, yeah, that's about it. Hope you, half this fucking country is covered in snow right now. Hope you all doing all right. Nice and toasty, warm, and safe. And that's about it.